What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. Coming to you guys today with my Raw recap slash review, talking about some things that happened on Raw and giving my thoughts and opinions on them. So we kicked off the show with CM Punk. He came out there. Well, before that, he got out of his vehicle and he made his way to the ring to address everything that's been going on and pretty much amp up his match that he has with Drew McIntyre going into Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. And his promo was different because he was talking very slow and menacing, which I liked. It was something different. That's something that I think we haven't really seen for a while. And he was saying that his wife, his sister didn't want him to go into this match, but it was something inside of him telling him he needs to do this. Despite, and then he talked about the last time he was in Portland and what he said to Drew, don't push me to a level like this to where and then he did. And now you look back at everything that's been going on, he's pushed him to a level that he cannot come back from. And pretty much he told Drew that you know everything that you've done is going to have consequences. He's pretty much, elaborating on that. He was pretty much saying that, you know, this might, people were asking him, like, this could be, he doesn't mind what this going to do to his body. He doesn't mind going to hell for this. He doesn't mind going to great lengths to make him bleed and to put him in an amount of pain that he has never felt before. He's pretty much elaborating to Drew that he's going to try to kill him. He's going to try to kill him. And I think Drew kind of responded to that. And he was like saying, this is the CM Punk I wanted. And he says, if this is what you want to do, I'll go through it with you. We, if you want to, quote unquote, try to drag me to hell, I'm gonna go there with you. But he told him there's only how many more matches you have after this? You have zero. He told him this is gonna be your last match, and it's gonna be because of me. And they're definitely gonna amp up this match even more because they're gonna probably be in the same ring next week. Oh boy, they're probably gonna try to kill each other before the match even starts. But um, I think the opening segment really got more people amped up for the their bout that they're going to have at Bad Blood, which I'm looking forward to. Um, they're definitely stacking up this card like as much as they can, and I'm loving it. I wish they do this more with their WWE beat level pay per views and stuff like that. I think this would be something that I think more people can get invested in over time. But moving on to some other stuff that happened in the show, the whole New Day stuff, it was very interesting because we seen Kofi, uh, well, not Kofi, but we've seen Xavier interact at least with the Judgment Day, at least consisting of Damian Priest and Rhea, and was saying that, I know you guys have problems with the Judgment Day. Well, at least the Territories. I don't know why I call them Judgment Day, but he approached the Territories and he said, I know you have a problem with the Judgment Day, so do we, but I need you guys to stay in the back. I want to win this on our own, like you guys have done everything on your own as well. So they said, okay, if you don't want us to be there, we won't. They had their match, and it was getting very interesting. And it looked like the New Day could have had the advantage and had the Judgment Day in the spot that they wanted them to be to win the tag titles. But we know the Judgment Day, they're gonna have the number game. So out comes Liv Morgan, Dominic, and I believe JD and Carlito, they come down there. Then next thing you know, the LWO, they're coming down there and pretty much trying to even the odds for the New Day. And then that allowed JD and Finn um, to. Why did I say JD coming down there? He was already in the match. What am I talking about? But it allowed Finn Balor and JD to pick up the win based off what happened, the interaction that they were having outside of the ring. And we come back from the commercial, and Kofi, he's trying to find Xavier. But before that, Xavier Woods, he was pissed. He was irate. He was like, "I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired." It goes back to it pans over to um, Xavier pretty much berating and arguing with LWO, and Kofi comes in and says, "Xavier, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And then he says, I didn't want anybody out there. And then Kofi says, it was me. I'm the one that told them to come down there because I knew the Judgment Day was going to try to get involved. Xavier Woods gets upset with Kofi for a good reason because this is not the first time that he has done things behind his back without letting him know what was going to go on. He did it with Odyssey. He's done it with the LWO. He's tired of like feeling left out, and he says, and Kofi was like saying, I know, but we don't have Big E. So, but Xavier Woods starts getting upset because it's like something like you're always doing this constantly without me. You like we're supposed to be friends, but you constantly leave me out in the cold and do things behind my back. So they're definitely amping up this tease between the two, and I do see them breaking up very soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. I think they're going to break up whatever's left of the New Day, and stuff like that. And then we get into the Bronson Reed stuff. They had a video package for him. Those two went at it. The match didn't even really happen because we were going to have Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. The match didn't even happen. Bronson Reed tried to attack Braun Strowman before the match. Braun Strowman evaded, allowing Bronson Reed to hit the turnbuckle, and so one of the ring turnbuckles broke, and then they just started brawling throughout the arena and going into the backstage area. They continued to brawl. Um, I think what happened, Braun Strowman um, knocked over a golf cart or something like that affected one of the cameras, I believe. And before that, we had they were while they were brawling ringside. It looks like what supposedly looked like a fan, but that might be someone else. Um, Bronson Reed picked him up and tried to and launched this man to Braun Strowman, and that was kind of funny. But I hope that person is okay and is not really hurt or anything. But I know that they were trying to do. It was kind of fun still, nonetheless. Um, and they continued to brawl throughout backstage, and then they both went through a table, and then they both went through a wall to close their segment. They're definitely gonna have some type of stipulation whenever they do have their match, because I don't think it's gonna be a bad blood, but I think at the very least it's going to be on Raw, and that match is going to cook. I think they're definitely going to try to pretty much kill each other in that match, which I'm not opposed to. Um, so I'm definitely looking forward to see how they can elevate that view going forward. We also got to talk about the stuff between Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. We found out that their Intercontinental Championship match will be next week on Monday Night Raw. And they definitely amped this feud up going into their encounter next week. Braun Breaker, well, pretty much Jey Uso is still saying, "I'm going to become your Intercontinental Champion. I'm going to finally win singles gold and finally be able to break away from the bloodline and stuff like that." And then Braun Breaker comes out there. He was pretty much berating him. He says, "I've been here for 6 months, and you've been here for 14 years. And in the 6 months that I've been here, I've done more than you have ever done." And he continues to break. He says, I understand that you want to break away from your blood. I know you want to win your singles gold. I can understand that." But then Braun Breaker, like I said, he says, "You've been here for 14 years, and I've been here for 6 months, and I've already accomplished more than you have ever done." He says, like, you're not going to become Intercontinental Champion. You're not gonna break away from your bloodline because you can't win on your own. I didn't win this championship. I won this championship by myself. I didn't need my family. I didn't need anybody to do it. I did it on my own. And he says, you will never be champion or singles champion without your family's help. And then, hey, Jey Uso, that man went all in. No pun intended. This man, he says, next week I'm gonna take your title, and we gonna see what you about, and it just might end up being as short as your NFL career. And when he did that, that was the pipe bomb. That was the pipeline right there. When he said that, I gasped. The whole crowd was gasping because he hit home on that one. And then they started to brawl just a little bit, and Jey Uso got the upper hand, and he held up the Intercontinental Championship, pretty much signaling he's not going to win. But then later in the show, while as we get into this main event stuff, since we're going to talk about it, the whole Judgment Day stuff. Now we did see Finn Balor talk to Rhea, and we saw Liv Morgan talk to Damian Priest early in the show. Rhea and Finn, they were talking. Finn was like saying, you know, you and Damien, you're pretty much calling them betrayers. Pretty much, you're the bad people. You broke up the Judgment Day. Uh, it was supposed to be a family, but you guys went into business for yourself, and that's why everything happened the way it did. And he says you're the reason why the Judgment Day is the way it is now. And then pretty much Finn pretty much says, when Dominic was trying to quote unquote being with Liv and stuff like that, I'm the one. I was the devil on his shoulder. I'm the one that told him to go talk to get with Liv. I'm the one that told him to forget about you. It was me. And when he said that, it kind of explained a lot of stuff. It explained the hotel key card. Remember when it looked like Dominic had it, then it looked like it disappeared for a bit. Then Finn Balor had it. Maybe it could explain that Finn Balor was the one to went to Liv that Morgan that night, and told her about the plan, and that also could explain why we seen both of them kind of get out of the car, because he was explaining the whole plan and scheme to her about her involvement in all this that's going on. So it kind of helped answer some questions that were left unanswered as far as the Judgment Day up until this point. Then we get into Dominic versus Damien. I mean, we already knew Damien was going to win this match. Dominic pretty much was getting destroyed this entire match for the most part. Um, and then um, pretty much Liv Morgan's interaction with Damien, pretty much calling them losers and saying that he was gonna. Pretty much, Damien was saying she was gonna kill Dominic and you're gonna kill her boyfriend and stuff like that. She was not having it. And then we get into the match. Like I said, Damien won. Then the the brawl started. The brawl to end the show started. Right, Judgment Day coming out there, starting to attack Damien. Um, then we had Rhea trying to pretty much Rhea kind of signaled the brawl because she attacked Liv Morgan first, and then we seen the rest of Judgment attack none other than Damian Priest. Then we seen Jey Uso try to come down there, but he gets speared to another dimension by Braun Breaker, who is in a hoodie, and then they continue to beat up on the Terror Twins. They ended the show with the Terror Twins being laid out by the Judgment Day once again. And I'm loving this because this is starting to make them look more stronger, because for the longest time they haven't really gotten the upper hand on the Terror Twins. And I believe since next week is kind of the go home show to Bad Blood, I think you kind of need them. You're probably going to want the Terror Twins to um, stand tall again. But my biggest gripe, I feel like, with the feud between Liv and Rhea, it's not that I don't like the feud going into Bad Blood. I just hope they do add some type of stipulation to the match, but I don't think there are. But I think they need to, because it's like we've seen them kind of face one on one numerous times. We've seen them face numerous times over their feud going back until 2022 up until this point. They've mostly been one on one matches. We need something different. We need a stipulation, because I feel like if you look at it, it seems like as if the only way they could really get away with doing this is if Liv wins like in a dirty like um way once again, maybe like with the reference down or something like that. That's the only way, because other than that, it makes it seem like Rhea's gonna win. But they need to add a stipulation to maybe help kind of balance the odds, the in the playing field just a bit. So I hope they do um end up doing something along the lines of that. But I think Raw was a great show. I think they are definitely amping up a lot of stories going into next week and going into Bad Blood. So I'm looking forward to it. But comment down below, let me know, what did you guys enjoy the most on Raw? Which segment that you enjoyed the most? Which match you enjoyed the most? And what are your overall excitement levels for Raw going into Bad Blood? And what are your overall excitements for Bad Blood as of right now? I would love to hear what you guys have to say on the road to 300 subscribers. But the ultimate goal is 10K, like I say in every video. When I do hit 10K, I will do a giveaway with one of my lucky subscribers. Will have the opportunity to win a WWE Championship from WWE Shop. So if you want to be one of those lucky subscribers to win that championship, Go subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. You can always change your mind in the future. But why would you want to do that? Because I'm trying to give you guys daily wrestling content. The grind does not stop. Super kick that that like button helps my channel get pushed across the platform so more people can see what I'm doing over on YouTube. Superman punch that post notification bell so every time I post a new video, what's a reaction video, rant video, live stream, any type of video, you can be in the loop of things when I do drop a video. And spear that subscribe button. Takes 3 seconds out of your day to do those 3 things for me. But it helps me progress on my channel. I hope everybody has a great day, a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.